What is up, guys? Tom here, and today we are checking out the latest in a long line of anime-based mobile gacha games, this time with My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero. So, what is My Hero Academia's Strongest Hero? It is an action MMORPG mobile gacha game based on My Hero Academia. So, I love My Hero Academia, as is pretty common knowledge. I was very into it a couple years back. I fell off a little bit last season with the whole, the whole school festival arc. I wasn't really too into that, but I still love the series and love the characters. So, I was really waiting for a good mobile game to roll out, because Dragon Ball's got like 7. We got Naruto Blazing, which, rest in peace. Like, every good anime gets a mobile game. So, I really was curious what they would do with My Hero, and honestly, I am kind of into this game. It's been my commute game going back and forth from work, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it. So first of all, let me address the elephant in the room here. Yes, this is a gacha-ass gacha game. I got All Might, I got lucky, but for example, during this first banner, I didn't get a single one of these main units. I didn't get a one of them. I couldn't get Momo, but I did get lucky enough to get the big man All Might, so it's not all bad. But guys, just bear in mind, this game is very stingy with the currency, like with the currency that you require to buy the things in order to actually summon. So pick your banners wisely. As soon as I found out there was going to be an All Might banner, I did just like kind of hoard whatever I can, and I got him on about 7 single summons. I got lucky as hell, and I can't promise you will get that lucky as well, because he was the character I really wanted. So there's a lot of things to summon for, which kind of sucks. Like, I can't even pretend it doesn't. But that all said, there's also a pretty hefty grind. So if you like grinding, that's great. It gives you a lot of stuff to play. Yes, there's also full English voice acting, by the way, which I appreciate. But just going into the grind a little bit. So first of all, every 10 levels, you need to awaken your character with these things. Like, just basically make All Might do some kind of workout, which is great. Fantastic. And then eventually, after you do that enough, you can actually level him up more, like with an actual level, which that's fine. That's fantastic. There's no reason whatsoever for me to do that. Okay, so once you do that, though, once you level him up, then you got to go upgrade his, like, this is like his actual awakening into an SS ranked character. Then you got to level up his individual stats. You got to equip support cards. There's a lot of stuff to each character. So don't get me wrong, there's not a lot of characters in this game, but to really like max out these characters, it's gonna take a minute and some dedication. And there's really no reason to, because you can just kind of play at your own pace. It's a fun game on its own. So don't worry too much about... Here's one thing I will say about anybody getting into any of these games, like this one, like Dokkan, like literally any of them. Don't stress too much about maxing out your character early on. Just play the story, play the single player content, and enjoy it. There's no reason to worry about it. Something also interesting in this game is actually the arena here. So I'm just going to play an arena match just because I can, because why not? So we're going to just pick my team. So one thing that you'll notice is at the bottom, they don't actually take into account the level of the characters, which I think is really interesting. So because of that, I can kind of just pick whatever, like if I got the characters, I could just take them online and play a ranked match against another player. And from what I can tell, these are actually ranked matches. Like, it's not like I'm actually playing against like an actual human. I'm not playing against like a robot. At first I thought it was just a robot until I realized that they were like spamming. So you guys get to go look at the gameplay right now though. So the PvP is not like the main thing of this game. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. The lag is intense. So definitely an actual human being if it's lagging like this though. That's for damn sure. And then we go into All Might mode. So this is what the gameplay is like though. It's like an action game. Like, I really like the fact that it doesn't matter the level of my character. I can just kind of jump into the multiplayer. Oh, that's not good. We have to switch. Oh, I was trying to switch in Uraraka. Okay. So I'm not saying I'm good at the PvP, by the way. That's not what this is about. I'm just trying to kind of show off the game. There we go. Just beat the shit out of him. And then just start throwing some rocks at the dude. Just chuck some rocks, bro. What are we doing here? Just chuck some rocks. As you can see, though, the combat's actually fun. The multiplayer works, by the way, which is also impressive. It's a little laggy. I'm not going to pretend it's not laggy. It's definitely a little laggy. He's all about that speed. He's all about that speed. So I did just kind of pick random characters here, but yeah. The multiplayer, I don't see myself really playing it much, but I'm glad to know that it doesn't seem like it's pay to win. Like, it's actually like skill-based for the most part. Oh, it was all about who could do it first. There we go. Yo, we making this comeback? Are we making this comeback right now? Oh, he's done. He's done. We made the comeback, dude. That was actually pretty hype. But alright, so there's your example of what the multiplayer and the gameplay in general is like. It's like a pretty fast-paced action game. It's actually skill and timing based, which I actually appreciate. Like, guys, I'm having a lot of fun with this game lately. Yeah, so the multiplayer doesn't look like it's really pay to win. Like, I know there are some units that are better than others, specifically for multiplayer. Like, I know Aizawa is supposed to be really good multiplayer. Uraka is really good in multiplayer. So there's definitely some units better than others for multiplayer. And if you don't summon them, you're basically shit out of luck. But at the very least, like, your stats don't matter, so it's not about just like buying like something to make you level up fast, which I don't think actually exists, by the way, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, so this is another thing I actually kind of like. So when you actually accept a mission, it does this here, where you can pick whichever character you want to play as, but you are forced to use all three. So it's not just one main character and two supports. No, you are playing as all three characters, which is kind of nice. And then they can all meet up and go fight the boss after, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna have this auto battle while I'm talking just for now to make life a little bit easier. And All Might's just going to go on a rampage right now. But, yeah, so you guys are seeing it right now. I'm playing this on a PC emulator with a controller right now, which, I mean, I was until I hit the auto battle. But these graphics are actually pretty good for a mobile game. As you can see, the rampage All Might can go on is very fun to watch. Like, yeah, guys, honestly, if you want me to make more content on this game, by the way, let me know. I may have to, because I am enjoying this more than I thought I would when I downloaded it. But do I recommend this game? Here's my honest recommendation here. It's a free game. Try it out. Don't spend any money. I promise you there's no reason to this early on in the game's life. If you don't get All Might, it'll be just fine. I promise. I promise it'll be okay. Deku himself is strong enough to handle pretty much anything that I've seen the game throw at me so far. I've played a pretty decent amount, so yeah. If you want to do what I'm doing right now, you can play this game with a controller through an emulator. There's a few you can choose from. Pick whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. Because then you can play it in 1080p, 60 FPS, and have controller sports. Just kind of makes the combat way more fun. And then you'll realize that the amount of options the game gives you are actually pretty surprising. Like, as far as equipment goes, as far as character selection. The differences between like a ranged character and a close range character. And even talk about the animations. That's right, all the super attacks have these really cool animations, which I would love to be able to show you All Might's because it's fucking god tier. In fact, I'm gonna try and make it do All Might's like on my own. I'm gonna try and force it for the next one. So I will cut to that because it's actually really sick. So once again, I'm auto battling right now, but just look at the difference in the gameplay from Deku to Ochako here. It's a big difference. And that actually helps a lot. I've played similar games like this, where every character plays exactly the same, but each character has different playstyle, different combos, different ranges, actually. Like, some characters are ranged characters, other characters are close range characters. Like, that's the kind of the one thing that impressed me about this game. They did a great job of separating the character playstyles. So, yeah, man, this game is a hard recommend for me. Give it a shot if you're a fan of My Hero Academia. If you're not, you might enjoy the combat. I don't know. But it's surprisingly skill-based. Oh, here's Ochako's super, where she just kind of breaks a rock over a dude. Alright. Hold on. Guys, watch this. Watch this super attack. The US of Smash, boys. I doubt that's going to kill the last of my enemies, but, you know, how sick is that shit? I'm dead. But alright guys, that has been my quick review of My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero. A game I'm enjoying way more than I thought I would and might just have to make more content on in the future. Maybe like character breakdowns or banner reviews, things like that. Let me know if you do want to see that in the future in the comments below. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe so that way you can actually catch that future content. And also, one last thing, before I forget, like the video too. It helps out so much more than you probably expected to, so that tiny little thing, probably the most helpful thing you can do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Look out for more content on My Hero Academia in the future, and I will see you then.